Hey everybody, it is 11:52 on this 9th of December. Good morning. Welcome to Central Valley Talk Live. We are live and local every Wednesday, Thursday, and every other Saturday. Coming to you from our Tower District studios inside the Mike Briggs building. We've got a few guests lined up for you today, so make sure you stay with us. My first guest joining us in our Tower District studios today is Michael Lopez. He is the owner of Green and Clean Landscaping and Construction. Your first time on our show. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, so let's start from the beginning. How long, when did this whole thing start?
This whole thing started back in 2007 out of necessity.
Okay.
2007, we're having that big recession and everybody's losing houses. Nobody was hiring for anything. I applied everywhere you can possibly think of for a job, and nobody was hiring. And I started my business out of necessity. I needed to do something. Had a baby coming on the way. That's how I kind of keep track of the age of my business. I started it the year my first son was born, who's 14 now.
Wow.
And started off with my truck, my dad's lawnmower and weed eater in the back. And just started going house to house mowing lawns. And from there, the business kind of took off, went from just a regular landscape maintenance business to now we are a full-fledged landscape installation, all phases of landscaping and construction. So we are now a state licensed landscaping and construction business with a C27 and a General B construction license.
Did you ever see or kind of think that, man, this is going to really blow up?
I didn't, it was just, I started doing it. What I'm doing now is not even what I went to school for. So actually I went to school for forestry and natural resources. Oh. Graduated Reed College and then went to Cal Poly for forestry and natural resources. My future was to be I was a wildland firefighter for 3 summers, and I was going into the logistics of fire, going to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo when my wife got pregnant with our first son.
Okay.
Took a year leave of absence from school to get everything situated with the son. That was planning on going back to school. And that was in 2007 when we came back, when nobody was hiring. And I started the business I thought, just to pass the time for the year until I went back to school. But, man, within that year, I guess people really loved our service. And I went from just myself doing a few yards a week to having 2 employees and having a whole week full of yards, doing 15 to 20 yards a day.
Dang, that's a lot.
Yeah, so within that year, when it was time to go back, had to make a decision if I was going to stay here, local in town, or go back to San Luis Obispo and go back to college, and decided to stay. Continue on with the business, and it just kept growing from there. Every year we've been adding a new aspect. Now we have 4 divisions in our business.
Okay.
So we do a lot of concrete work. We do framing. We do all landscape installation, which means if you buy a new home and you need everything put in from the get-go, we can do everything for you, from the irrigation, the sod, the concrete, the patios, the decks, gazebos. We also specialize in synthetic lawn, hardscape, masonry work. Or if you buy a home that's already existing and you want to get rid of all the old landscaping that's already existing and start fresh, we also do that. If you want to add an addition to your home, if you want to remodel your kitchen, remodel your bathroom, So we're, with the licenses that we have through the state of California, we pretty much can do it all for you. So a lot of people like to hire us because you don't have to deal with multiple contractors. We're pretty much a one-stop shop. Our slogan for the business is "Give us a call, we do it all." So, a lot of people don't like to deal with the headaches of dealing with multiple contractors and calling this contractor to do different aspects of their project. With us, you just deal with me. We take care of everything for you. All our specialized employees work for us, so we don't have to, sub it out to anybody else. We keep it all in-house. So
yeah, no freelancers or you've got your real team.
We got a real team. Everybody works for us. We got all our own equipment. We don't, we're here to serve you and from your project from the beginning to the end.
No, you guys are based in Fresno, right?
No, actually, our home base is in Selma.
Oh, you're in Selma.
Yeah,
okay,
our home base is in Selma.
Okay.
I live in Kingsburg, and Selma's. I was just telling your producer, Selma and Kingsburg are about maybe 2 miles away from each other, so it's not too far from my home. But our home base is in Selma,
okay.
And
but you serve the entire Central Valley? Or?
We serve the entire Central Valley, and we've also gone out to the Central Coast. So we've gone as far south as Bakersfield and as far north as Merced.
Nice.
But we've also done jobs for. It's funny because going to San Luis Obispo and Cal Poly, I actually went and did a job for the school there, and we redid the president's house. We redid all the landscaping at the president's house there at Cal Poly. So we've done jobs in San Luis Obispo, Pismo, Cayucas. So we also service the Central Coast.
Tell me a little bit about you were saying from year to year you grow. As we are almost to 2022, anything exciting happening next year for you guys?
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely some new things. We also started a custom fabrication and welding. So we have a welding shop and do custom fabrication for anything ornamental iron. If you need a gate. A roll gate, if you need some railings for your staircase, security doors. We started doing all that, but with that, we also are now going to start becoming distributors of steel. Yeah, at our shop there in Selma, we're going to start being distributors of steel. And another big thing that it's just on the cusp right now that I'm excited to announce is we're also going to start being distributors of commercial greenhouses.
Wow.
Yeah, commercial greenhouses, they range from 24 feet to 30 feet, all the way up to 40 feet wide, and as long as you want them. So we'll be able to get those for you, deliver those for you, and also put them together for you.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So being right there in Selma and a central location, we actually just got the contract this week.
Oh, well, perfect timing.
Yeah, we actually just got the contract this week, and that's the upcoming future for us is this new greenhouse endeavor that we're taking on, and also the distributors and suppliers of steel for anybody that needs to that's looking for material to do any kind of fabrication. We also do fabrication, but if anybody else there who does fabrication and they're looking for material, we're also going to be able to supply material for them.
We all know how crazy the real estate market is right now. Have you guys noticed a big increase in business just in the since the pandemic started? Or?
Actually, yeah. You would think that everybody would have thought that the pandemic would have decreased business, but it actually
save money.
Yeah, no. I mean, business has been booming. We haven't slowed down one bit. We've actually increased with business and people giving us phone calls. I think. During the time when everybody was staying home, I think a lot of people decided to start doing home improvements.
Absolutely.
Yeah, start doing stuff at home where I'm home now, and hey, I want to do this in my backyard now, or I want to remodel this, or I want to fix this. So we actually started business really did start picking up during the pandemic, and it hasn't stopped.
As far as prices, do you work with like every contract is different? I'd imagine, right? Every project is different. You guys can negotiate with the customer?
It definitely every project. So we do it like if you just want to get one thing done, we also do that. If you just need some concrete work done, we can do that for you.
Okay.
You just need to replace your fence, we can do that for you. You need some tree trimmed, we can do that for you. We do individual things as well as whole projects, and the more you do, the better price break you get and everything. You know what I mean? It just works that way. We're there longer, so you'll be able to save money. We'll be able to save money that in turn saves you money, and we don't have to travel as much. We're going to be in one centralized location, spending more time. So yeah, the more you do, the bigger the project, the better deals that we're able to give you.
Instagram, your website. What's the best way for people to reach out?
Yeah, they message me on Facebook, on Messenger. A lot of people reach out to me that way. My phone number, I have it on all my my Instagram and my Facebook. My phone number's on there. You can text message me. Phone calls are awesome too. We set up a date and time to meet out at your location to get you to get all the specs, and then we can go. Most of the time, a lot of the times, I'm able to actually work out a price and give them a price on site.
Great.
But if it's a little bit bigger and a little bit more involved, sometimes I'll have to take it back to the office, work on it, and email them back a quote.
Okay.
And
But you are taking new clients right now.
we are always taking new clients. Yes, we are always taking new clients. We'll never say no to a new client, definitely.
You have, I know this is hard to believe, but Michael has another business, and we're going to talk about that next time.
Yeah.
We'll focus on the landscaping today. Green and Clean Landscaping and Construction, based in Selma, but serving the entire Central Valley. Michael Lopez is the owner. Support local, everybody.
Yes.
Thank you for coming on. Happy holidays.
Hey, no problem. Thank you.
We'll see you next time.
Yes, definitely.
All right. I'm Austin Reed. You're watching Central Valley Talk. We'll be back with another guest soon. Hang tight.